Welcome to this special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And the defense for New York.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC. And he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Second and 6. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try to run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Football going back to the New York Giants here. CD 4-12 this past year for New York. The Daniel Jones era has begun. Unfortunately for Pat Shurmur, his era over after 2 seasons. Now the Eli Manning era also more than likely over. So this could be a team with a lot of changes next year. They've already raided the Patriots cabinet, hiring Joe Judge, former wide receivers coach, to be their head man.
And one of the things that you hear when you call around the league and ask about Joe Judge as the head coach, a no-nonsense, decisive type of a person. And he's going to need every bit of that in New York coaching the Giants. The good thing is the Daniel Jones era has begun, and while there were a lot of turnovers, I thought down the stretch he played better, took care of the ball better. He's improving. Got to get some people around him, and I think this Giants team, with Saquon Barkley as their leading guy, I think they can improve quickly with the right draft picks, the right free agents, and Daniel Jones continuing to get better.
And because of that 4-12 record, they will have the number 4 pick in the draft, so they could move back, stockpile some picks, or get an impact player. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, this is Barkley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come again. Here I come.
They go counter with Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll toss it to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play,
and the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Break. 56 is the mark. Check.
From the 29, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Check back, check back. 36, 36.
They'll run with Penny. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
65, 65, 65.
2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Darius Slayton there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
We'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shut up.
2nd and 3. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is Breida. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 29. Let's go, D.
On the draw play, Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And logo. 54, go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
It's our time. It's our time. Put up.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. And he works free. Jones hit and the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. This is